check out everything that's in this. Hey guys, welcome to Gear Lab. I'm Travis Groves, product manager with Gerber Gear, and today we are going to talk through our new ComplEAT Camp Cook collection. This is something that we've been working on for the last couple years, so really excited to have it in the wild. For us, what we really focused on during the development of these products was no compromises from the home to the campsite, right? So premium knives, premium cutting boards, premium cookware, all in a very packable form. Given the history of the Gerber brand in the outdoor space, it was a natural evolution for us to go from where we currently are into the campsite, right? We currently provide products in the way of knives, multi-tools, axes, and hatchets. So it was just a very natural evolution for us to provide, something to cook a meal. And that's exactly what we did. So let's talk about our cutting board set. In this set, you're gonna get 2 cutting boards. Got a bamboo cutting board, dual-sided. One has juice groups, one is smooth-sided. Bamboo cutting board's really great for veggie prep, fruit prep. If you need just a serving platter in general, it works really well for that. You're also gonna get a dual-sided plastic cutting board. This one actually has silicone feet, which is really great. You put this down on the table that you're working on, it keeps it from sliding around. Also a really great cutting board for proteins. So if you wanna keep your veggies and your meats separate, this gives you the opportunity to do that.
Do you like cooking?
Yeah, we cook at home quite a bit. Usually every night is spent in the kitchen cooking a meal. So let's talk about the base. So what you've got here is a 6-inch chef knife and a 3 1/4 inch paring knife. We've also built some additional storage space into this. So if you want to bring some extra utensils or some spices, any miscellaneous items that don't have a home, feel free to pack them in here. This entire kit is food safe. Not only is there 1 tray, but there are 2 trays. So you can pull that inner tray out and you've got a base tray. This is also food safe. Maybe you just need a destination for some chips, or maybe it's the end of the meal and you need to do some cleanup. You can easily put some warm soapy water in here and do some dishes. One of the things that you can do is you can take this base tray, drop your bamboo cutting board into it, take your internal tray out, right? And now that I've chopped up all these shallots, I can just move them right over here, get them out of the way, and I still have a work surface, right? Now if I want to start working on some mushrooms, got plenty of room to do that. Last but not least are the 2 knives. German stainless steel, glass-filled nylon handle with a rubber overmold. If your hands are cold or wet, that overmold just gives you a little extra grip on the knife. So this knife has actually become my personal favorite. The 6-inch Santoku-inspired chef knife. One of the benefits of working for Gerber is there's usually a couple extra knives laying around the building, so I've got a couple of these in the drawer at home, and I use them daily. And with that 6-inch chef knife is a 3 1/4 inch paring knife as well, which is great for any fine work. A little pro tip. Always use the back of your knife to scrape things off your cutting board. Prolongs the sharpness of your blade. Wise man once told me that. So when the meal's over and it's time to pack up, put your tray in, put your 6-inch knife in, put your paring knife in, cutting board next. You're all set to go. So let's talk about our 16-piece ComplEAT Cook Set. So the 2 main components of this cook set are the stock pot and the saute pan. You grab detachable handle out of the inside. So specific to the handle for the saute pan, super comfortable in hand, very durable. You don't have to worry about this falling off your pan once you've put it on. Bonus feature, you can open a beer with it. Thank you, sir. Oh, that's good. What is that? So, slide your handle on, lock it in place. Got a 3-ply base, which is super important when it comes to heat distribution. Anyone that's spent any time cooking over a camp stove knows that you've got this searing hot spot that is the burner. And if you're using a single wall piece of stainless, what ends up happening is you create this hot spot right in the center of your pan where food burns and sticks. So a 3-ply base allows you to create an even heat across the entire surface so that your food doesn't stick and it all cooks at the same temperature. The fact that I can fit 3 chicken breasts in here and there's still plenty of room for them to cook, like you can't do that on most of the frying pans that are on the market, right? Now I can grab my saute pan, not have to worry about burning anything. So check my chicken here. I actually use this in the kitchen at home quite a bit. It's probably my favorite piece of the cook set. And then when it comes to the cutting board set, I mean, that thing goes with us everywhere. It's kind of become a game changer, I think. The lid that we developed specific for the saute pan is a taller basting dome lid. What's really great about that is you create this convection process inside the saute pan, which helps to infuse moisture and flavor into the food that you're cooking. It also takes the height of the pan up a little bit, so if this thing is full of food, you don't have to worry about the food sticking to the bottom of your lid. We've also included some strainer holes in the lid in the event that you're sauteing some veggies and you've got some water that you want to strain out of here, you can easily do that. So let's talk about the stock pot. You've got a 5.6 quart stock pot with flip-up handles that stay in place once you've folded them up. As far as base construction, same 3-ply base construction that we used on the saute pan. As far as the stock pot is concerned, size is definitely comparable to other products that are out there, but I mean, you'll notice handles are up out of the way. I can easily grab hold of those. They're not too hot. You know, I can check on my potatoes and not burn my fingers. So the second lid that was included in this cook set was designed for the stock pot. You'll notice it's a slim lid as opposed to a tall lid. If you're cooking some pasta or maybe boiling some potatoes and you need to strain the water out, again, grab that hot pad that's included with the set and strain your liquid easily out of the pot. All right, so you finished cooking your meal and it's time to eat. So inside this set, you're gonna get 4 bowls, a large mixing bowl, and 4 plates. So let's talk about the bowls. Most of the cook sets that you see out there that include any type of bowls or tableware, they're round, they're cheap, they're uncomfortable to hold on to. So one of the things that we did is we built an oversized lip into the side of this bowl so you could easily rest it in your hands. There's a slot to put your utensil if you need to set it someplace. You could also hang this to dry once you've washed your dishes. You'll also notice on the bottom of this is an additional layer of material to make sure that you had a little bit of insulation between the food and your hands, allowing you to not burn them. So similar to the bowls, our plates also have a little bit of additional material on the base so that you don't have to worry about burning your hands if you put some hot food in it. You'll also notice the unique shape. This shape is a little easier to hold on to than a traditional circular plate. Plus the tall sidewalls allow you to put some generous portions of food onto your plate. Another nice feature of the plates and bowls is the 4 colors that are included in this set. This way you know during the meal which one is yours. Last but not least in this cook set is our mixing bowl. This thing is fantastic. If you need, a place to marinate some meat, mix some pancake batter, serve a salad, this thing just comes in super handy. An additional feature that you get with the mixing bowl is the ability to take one of the plates and use it as a lid. If you've got something in here that you want to keep the flies out of, or if you want to shake something around. All right, so when it's time to pack up shop, everything packs into the stock pot. So what you're gonna want to do is put your plates in, put your mixing bowl in, serving bowls in, take your detachable handle that goes on top, slim lid, tall lid, take your hot pad, put that inside your saute pan, drop your stock pot into the saute pan, fold your handles down, and you're all set. For most of us who don't pack their cook sets up after every single meal, if you forget how to put this back together, we've actually screen printed the order in the bottom of the bag. All right, mushrooms are looking good. Add in our shallots. Using our handy cutting board tray. We could probably get some bacon going because this has got to simmer for about 10 minutes, 15 minutes.
Okay.
Some good double smoked, thick cut bacon from Pendleton, Oregon. So let's talk about the Gerber ComplEAT Griddle. Selfishly, I wanted to make sure we had a piece of non-stick cookware in the assortment so that I could heat tortillas up for tacos and burritos. So we chose to use carbon steel for this griddle as opposed to cast iron. The nice thing about carbon steel is it's a little lighter weight and you get a better cooking surface, a smoother cooking surface on the carbon steel. It's not as porous as what a cast iron would be. You still have to season it like you would cast iron. Still has all the same properties as cast iron, it's lighter weight, which is nice in these scenarios. So So let's talk about the complete 3-piece knife set. Inside, you're gonna get a 3 1/4 inch paring knife, same paring knife that we include in our cutting board set, a 6-inch serrated utility knife, and an 8-inch chef knife. Each one of these knives comes with its own sheath, and within this case as well, we've got an extra pocket. So if you'd like to include any other utensils or potentially a sharpener, the ability for us to actually provide people with a full-size 8-inch chef knife that can be used in the outdoors was super important. Same German stainless steel, same handle design with the rubber overmold. The other knife in this set that has become super popular with people is the serrated knife. There aren't a lot of really good serrated knives in the outdoor space, so anyone that's familiar with knives knows that they're great for tomatoes, crusty breads. A lot of those ingredients come into play during meal times in the outdoors. Dinner's done. It's the best part.
What all did you make?
So we did mashed potatoes with a mushroom and thyme chicken marsala. A little bit of red wine in there. We've got pretty simple salad, some lettuce, some tomatoes, a little feta, and bacon because everything tastes better with bacon. Well, thank you to everyone who's been watching this episode of Gear Lab. Also, special thanks to Huckberry for inviting me out here and giving me the opportunity to talk about everything that Gerber has done and cook a meal. So let's eat.